So we are at a Target here, just randomly coming by, and in fact, we found some Bakugan, and what's even better, we found the Shields of Vestroia starter sets. We've got all the rapid fire one, we've got the Ventus Sync one over here, and we also got that one there. We've got all three of them today, and we're going to get these things opened up. So let's go on ahead, head back home. Cause it's Briar626 here, and today I have something special, of course, to unbox. As you saw earlier in the video, I got the Shields of Vestroia starter sets. Yes, we're going to be unboxing these today, and oh my goodness, I am excited for this, because this one here that we're going to be opening up is the Arlis Hydrus Ultra, is the best one in my opinion. So far, we've seen some people already kind of like leak the images of them, but we finally got our hands hold of one today. And I am excited, like I said, to open this up. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see exactly what we got. Alright, so we've already got everything opened up here, and this is the instruction manual on how to close the Arlis Hydrus Ultra. We already have an or a Hydrus Ultra anyway, so this is just how you close him up. And then on the back side, of course, is all of the Fusion Bakugan from the Shields of Vestroia sets and everything. And all the Bakugan. If you guys want to take a screenshot of that and see what the checklist is, by all means, there you go. But we really don't need any of that, so we can just take that and fine, yeet, get that out of here. And then we have the instruction or the rule books here. This is the rule book on how to play the game. Now this one does have the Fusion ruling on how to play Fusion Bakugan. If you guys want to look at that, it is right there. I did do a video on how to play the game. If you want to watch it, click the card at the top right up there, and you guys can watch that video because it is a really fun and really good video. You gotta watch it. It's really good. If you don't know how to play, it's a really good video to know. So there's that, but we still don't need that, so yeet that. That thing flew far, man. That thing flew. Alright. Getting back into it. So we're going to go ahead and look at the character cards first, because this is the really cool stuff. So we're going to start off with the first one here, and the first one here is going to be the Arlis Hydrus Ultra. Now this is a shield and a helix 604. So he doesn't have the greatest stats right off the bat. I mean, he can get, if you land on the helix there, he can get up to the 1200 mark. That's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Next up, we have the Pirates Cindius and Scorpiros. Now this is a shield and a helix as well. 300 B power, 4 damage, and it takes 2 energies to fuse this Bakugan. So to fuse it, of course, is by paying that energy cost and then flipping over the character card, which looks just like that. And this one looks so cool already, and it gains an extra faction. Instead of just being just Pyrus, it does gain the Darkness faction. And it is 707. Doesn't have any other bonuses besides it's just Darkest and Pyrus. Now this is a really cool looking Fusion Bakugan, really cool. I like this one a lot. I hope that there's actually a really good helix out there for Fusion Bakugan, because there are some really cool cores that are based for fusions, like the Magic Shield that is going to plus 800 if you're a Fusion Bakugan, which is really nice. So I hope there was a helix one out there. Don't know if there is. If there's not, well, I hope they come out with one soon, because boy do I like this guy. This guy's really cool. I mean, even though he becomes 13, what is it, 13-4 on turn 2, if you land on the helix with the 600 minus 3 damage core for helix, that's pretty much about all you're gonna get. It's not the greatest, but it's decent. It has potential. This card has potential, so definitely keep an eye out for him. He might be pretty good. We're gonna keep it on the fusion side there. In fact, we're actually going to do that there we go. And then our last one here, now this one I am really hyped for as well. I like all this fusions, this whole set here. This one is so cool. I like this one a lot, of course, because it has my boy Nilius and Enoch. Now this one is really cool. It is a shield and a fire fist, 500 B power, 2 damage, and it does cost 4 energies to fuse this Bakugan. Now, That is a little pricey. His stats on the other side are not the greatest. It's 907, but he does gain additional Darkest Faction. Why does it have an additional Darkest Faction? Don't know. Doesn't really change anything. It's just, it's still Darkest. It's not Pyrus Darkest. It's just Darkest. So that's really about it. But it does look super cool. I mean, look at that art. That art on that card is absolutely gorgeous. That is like a very, very beautiful looking card. I love these fusion cards. The art on the fusion cards are outstandingly good. I love them a lot. Wish they were a little bit better. I mean, there are some still good ones out there, and especially with some like combos you can do, because I've been thinking about some like different combos. If you guys want to see like some cool combo decks for what is it, Fusion Bakugan, let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll definitely make it like a little video on like some Fusion Bakugan decks that I could definitely try out for you guys. So that is that there. Now let's go ahead and look at the cores, because we got to check out the cores here. So our first one we have is the Shield Core, and that is a plus 200 B power. Not the greatest one, but it's there. Then we have our Helix here. This one here is a Fusion Bakugan, gets plus 300 B power and 2 Frost Strike. So the 2 Frost Strike could actually be really, really good. That could be really nice on the Fusion. If you can get a very powerful Fusion out on the board, that might be really, really good. Then we have the Shield, which is a minus 100 B power. Not the greatest one. It's a trap, but you know, hey, we have it. Then we have a Fire Fist of plus 3 damage. So okay, it's a little low. But if you're a Fusion, you get an additional plus 4 damage. So you get 7 damage if you're a Fusion Bakugan and you land on this. So that could be really, really good and powerful. And it doesn't hurt. I mean, you don't get like the extra 4 if you're like a normal Bakugan. So that's the only thing, but you can only use this, of course the Fusion is on their Fusion side, so you can only use it on that side there. You can't use it on like the other side, so, but still really, really cool core. I like that core. Our last shield we have is a plus 300 B power. So this is not too bad. It's just plus 300. It's not the best one out there, but it is one that's decent out there. And then our last Helix we have is plus 1 Frost Strike. So that's interesting that we have another Frost Strike one, or something that's kind of like revolved around Frost Strike. That's kind of interesting. But they are kind of neat looking cores, or decent cores. Now the Bakugan, of course, we have is the Arliss Hydrus here. Now this is the Arliss Hydrus. Looks really, really cool. You can see the B power right there, 600 B power. The Arliss faction symbol right there. He does have his 2 feet that are manual that you do have to pull down on the back. You don't really need that, but they do look like that. So you can just push them back in because you really don't need them. Now, that's what it looks like there. To close them up, of course, is by closing in pretty much just like that and just closing that in. It's a very simple one. He's got a little bit of bumps here. He does have the arrow pointing downwards right now because now it's pointing up. And that's pretty much what it looks like there. There's the magnet. So we're going to kind of roll him and see if we can get him opened up here after we open up that guy, of course. We don't want to look at him. And we drop all of our Bakugan. That's great. Good job, me. Alright, so we got to roll him here. Alright, and we got our arrow going backwards. We're going to pull it back a little bit here. And we're going to roll it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bakugan Brawl. Didn't even open. It just did that. What? There we go. Hey, you did it finally. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Okay, all right. So that's the that is the Hydrus there. Really kind of cool. I like the colors on him. He looks really nice. I love the gold highlights on our Arliss, the new Arliss paint job with the gold little details on him. Looks really, really good. So good job, Bakugan there. Our next one here, of course, it already kind of like pre-opened a little bit, but this is the Cindius Scorpios. This is the Cindius Scorpios. Looks really, really cool, actually. I like this. It's a little weird. I think his arms should have popped out a little bit more. I would think they should, but I mean, I'm not the Bakugan creators, but I would think they would pop out a little bit more. But they look really, really cool. It does have, you could definitely see like the Cindius in the front there, and you got the Scorpios tail in the back, which is really, really cool. I like this a lot. Pyrus, I'm the Darkest Faction right there. They do have the hex holes on the side of each, so you can put the gear. Oh, his B power is right there, right there. There you go, right there. That's my camera focus. 300 B power right there. So that's, the 300 B power only has 300, so it goes to the base form. It's not showing the fusion side form. So that's kind of interesting that they have that and not the other one there. But yeah, so that's him there. To close him up, of course, is closing all that in and then closing in the tail, which is like super easy like that. There you go. Cool. There you go. Got him there. Of course, just put that core right back there. His arrow is pointing downwards right now, so we're going to kind of flip it that way. There we go. Now we're going to roll it the right direction. We're going to go ahead and pull it back. Well, if we can pull it back correctly, we can do that. And ready, 3, 2, 1, Bakugan Brawl. Boom. And that is what he looks like. He looks pretty good, I think. I think he looks really nice. That shield does not pop out a lot, though. That shield does not pop out as much as I would think it should. It's literally just like, it almost looks like it stays closed, but I don't know. That may just be mine, it may not be, I do not know. But he does look really cool though. I like the way he looks really, really neat. And he does have like a hex hole in the back here, so that's kind of weird to have it on his tail. I don't know why it's on his tail, but it's on his tail. So there's that one. And then last but not least, we have the Nilius and Enoch here. Now this is really cool. We've got double Darkest faction, of course, because, you know, why not have double Darkest faction on there? The arrow is rolling that direction. 2 hex holes there. That's really all that's on it. Now let's go ahead and roll him. Ready, and we're going to pull him back here. The magnets on the bottom. Pull him back. And 3, 2, 1, Bakugan Brawl. There we go. Oh, wow. He looks really cool, actually. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. He looks really, really cool. And that is the Nilius and Enoch card, or Bakugan here. Wow. Speaking is great today. There is a hex hole in the top there. So you can't do that. He does have the double head, and they do have the different color eyes. Let's see. There we go. Focus on it. He does have the different color eyes. The underpaint on the wings looks really cool. I don't know what the chest thing is down there. I don't know if that's an Enoch thing. I think it might be an Enoch thing. Got the feet down at the bottom. I got an extra tail that kind of flops up there. And the head kind of comes out there. Closing it should be simple. I mean, just doing that, and then wrapping that on top of that. There, looks pretty simple and easy. Looks really, really cool though. I like Nilius and Enoch. He looks really, really cool. He almost has like the Treacherous and a Dragonoid type vibe to him, just with more wings. That's pretty much what it looks like. Of course, these are arms, but still, they look like wings, arms, whatever, but they look really, really cool. I like that a lot. Looks really, really nice there. Now, of course, let's get into the deck, because the deck is the biggest part of this, because these are the time that we can get the Shields of Vestroia cards, alright? So, our first Shield of Vestroia card here is Meteor Storm. It's a 3 cost, 4 damage, and you get a draw a card, and it's a Pyrus Darkest action card. So, that's really cool, and we do get 2 of those. Now we do have Pyrus. I do like that artwork though. I have to say the artwork, really nice. Darkest Pyrus Pulverizer, 5 energy cost, Pyrus Darkest, plus 5 damage, then return this to the hand. Okay, interesting. And it's rapid fire, so you get to play, the second rapid fire card you play this turn is for free. So if you could play this to get that extra damage to make sure you can win against that Might Max stuff, ooh, that's really nice. That could have some really good potential in decks. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. We do only get 1 of those, sadly. I wish we got 2. That would have been nice if we got 2. Next, we have the Reality Ripper. Now, that's a cool name. That's like a really cool name. 5 energies, Bahu action to dark, plus 10 damage, and then choose a player to discard a card for each Fusion Bakugan on your team. Ooh, so if you have 2 Bakugan fused already, that means that you can have your opponent discard 2 cards. Don't know if that's the greatest. The plus 10 damage is really nice. 5 cost, not the greatest, but I love the name, love the artwork. Looks really, really cool. Flames of Ambition, 3 energies, Bahu action plus 3 damage, and then plus 3 damage for each Fusion Bakugan on your team. So kind of similar. I almost think this one would be better. Playing 3 energies to get a plus 3, and if you have 2 fusions, that's a 9. And if you have a 3 fusion Bakugan, fused Bakugan, you're going to get even more. That's 12. So that one could be really, really good. I don't know how often that will be played, but it is a neat little card. And then the card that everybody wants, Pyro Storm. This is a 2 cost, Artless action card. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. And you may put 1 action, Baku Gear, Evo, and Hero card revealed that way into your hand, and then put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. That is a very, very, very powerful card. There's a lot of people wants this card because, of course, this makes Arliss like really cool side decking, or not even side, but just like as a second, third faction. Really nice. I'm using it in my Serpent Burn deck. If you guys want to see that deck profile, let me know down in the comments down below, because that is a very cool Serpent Burn deck. I have gone undefeated with the deck so far, so it's a very, very cool, fun, powerful Serpent Burn deck. So if you want to see it, let me know down in the comments down below. And we use Power Storm in it. Of course we do, because we're using Arliss. So we do get one of those. I wish we got two, you know, maybe even more, but it's a really good card. Of course we're not going to get two of them. Then we have Darkest Scorn, or Sorn, I guess, I don't know how to say it. But 5 energies, Bahu action, Darkest card, plus 700 B power, and Rapid Fire. So this is not too bad. As a 5 cost, maybe not the greatest. Could tag along with Sync though. So you could use this with Sync and Rapid Fire. Could be a decent card. And we do get 2 of those. I'm putting the Rapid Fire cards in the back, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a Rapid Fire person, so I like my Rapid Fire stuff. Then we have Stinging Web Snare. Now this is a 2 energy cost card. Bahu action, Pyrus Dark, plus 200 B power, and plus 6 damage. Don't know if it's really the greatest, but that art right there. Look at that art. That is Webum and, what is that? Is that Gargonoid? I think, I don't know, but that looks kind of scary. I don't know. That's kind of like, ooh, that's gonna be like Halloween theme right there, man. That's some Halloween stuff. We do get 2 of those. Darkest Glare. It's a 1 cost Darkest card, minus 2 damage. So, it's okay. But if you play this on a Fusion Bakugan, minus 8 instead. So this is a good way to make sure that you can put your opponent down to damage. So it could be really, really good. We do get 2 of those. And our next card here is Throw Anything. So that's kind of weird. Throw Anything. Okay. Yeet. Just kidding. No, I'm not going to throw anything. I already threw stuff earlier. So 2 energy cost card. Bahu action. It is a Darkest card. Plus 400 B power and Shadow Strike. It could be okay. It is kind of interesting that, first of all, it is a Kubo on that, I guess, bulletin, that billboard. And it's also Artulian, the guy that we never got, that we wish we have. Artulian, but yeah, so there's that one. We do get 2 of those. Then we get Trailing Dragon, 3 energies, is a Bahu action, Darkest card, 200 B power, and 4 damage. And if you energize this from your hand, you may pay 2 energies to draw 1 card. Don't think it's the greatest thing to pay 2 energies just to draw a card, especially when we have Bahu Treasure as a thing. Don't think it's really the greatest, but we do get 2 of those. Another similar one here is Violate and Stinks. Oh wow, Violating Stinks. I don't know what that, Violent, yeah, Volatile, whatever. The name there, you guys can read the name, it's right there. 3 energies, Pyrus action card, 6 plus 6 damage, wow. Plus 6 damage, and if you energize this card from your hand, you may pay 2 energies to draw 1 card. So there you go, and you get 2 of those. So there you go. Then we have Nuclear Pummel. 4 energy cost card, Pyrus action, and it pluses 10 damage. I don't know, 4 energies, I mean, hey, it's not too bad. Now this card has potential. I think this one's really good. Now this one is male. 1 energy cost, hero card, Darkest. When you fuse a Bakugan, give a Bakugan plus 200 B power and plus 2 damage. So definitely really good if you can play it with like some fusions, like we have the Nilius and the Enoch and the Scorpios over here. Could be a really good option to play with it, but I don't. It has potential. It has very good potential. Let's just say. So we only get 1 of those. I wish we got more. I'm gonna put him in the back because he's kind of cool. Then we have Mega Pyrus. It's a 0 cost card plus 2 damage, and if you play this on a Fusion Bakugan, plus 5 damage instead. So it could be interesting if you're playing definitely like that Fusion power. And then this is a card. Now this card is really, really cool. I like this card a lot. It's called Energy Sphere. It's a 1 cost Pyrus action card, Rapid Fire. And then it says you may re-roll your Bakugan. Now this is really cool for Rapid Fire decks, first of all, because we have another re-roll card for Rapid Fire, which is really nice. And it also gives you Rapid Fire as well, so which is really good anyway. 1 cost Rapid Fire. get that Nilius out a lot quicker, or even some other really powerful cards, gears, anything. But also, this is really good in Serp Burn. Being able to play one energy, reroll your Bakugan, and then if you draw into another one, or if you already have the other one in hand, you get to play that one again for free. So that's pretty good. I think that's like a really, really good card. Definitely going in my Serp Burn deck, because I've got it. Now you do get 2 of them. I wish we got 3, but we know we ain't getting 3 in these starter decks. We're only getting 2 of things. But a very, very strong and powerful card. Then we have our flip here. We have Weapon of Darkness. It's a 1-cost, stop a Darkness Bakugan or a Fusion Bakugan. I love the art on that. That looks just like, what is it? The swords, what is that? There's a sword card from Battle Brawlers that looks really, really cool. That looks kind of like that with some axes in there as well, so that's kind of a neat card. We do get 2 of those, that's really nice. And then a really good flip card that's really cool about Arliss. 3-cost card is a Bahu flip, and it says stop a non-fusion Bakugan. Since nobody's running fusions, this card is really, really good. I like this card a lot. Definitely going into any deck that's running Arliss, and it's really good. Then we have Burning Cloud. It's a 4-cost. Oh, we do get 2 of those golden walls, by the way. Burning Cloud, 4-cost. Bahu flip. It's a Pyrus. Stop a non-fusion Bakugan, and if you do, make a Pyrus attack for 2 damage. So this is okay. You get that extra plus, or that extra 2 damage. Don't know if it's the greatest one. Don't think it's really great. Paying that 4 energies for it's not great. But you do get 2 of those. But it has a nice little effect. Then we have our gears here. We have Burn Cutter, so it looks very similar to the Ventus one that I think we have. And it's a 3-cost Bahu Gear Pyrus, 1 GB power and 5 damage, and it does have this little thing called a shield rating. Now this is really cool. I think it's called shield rating. I think that's what it is. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But basically, whenever you flip this card off the top of the deck, you take whatever remaining damage that you have minus whatever the number is on that shield rating. So if this is 1, then cool, you flip this card over, then you take 1 extra off of that. So if you had 5 extra damage that you would be taking, well, now you're taking 4. So really, really good. I like the concept of that. So you don't really have to play your gears. This is actually really nice to have that. We do get 2 of those. Then we have another one which is really cool. I like this one a lot. It is Lava Blade. It's a 5 energy cost card, Bahu Gear. It does have 2 of the shield rating, and it does have rapid fire. That's the cool part. 204. It's a little low on the B power and the damage, but that 2 is really nice. So then you kind of don't really have to run flips, but you still can run flips. But Lava Blade is really, really cool. Getting that rapid fire, and you do get 2 of those. Then we have Unholy Bow. It's a 2-cost, 1 shield rating, darkest, 1 GB power, and 1 damage. So not the greatest. It's like Holy Bow, but I think a little weaker. But it's got a neat little effect, and we do get 2 of those. And then we get one of the best ones in the set here, and in fact probably the best one of all. Arlian Accelerator, I think is how you say it. It's a 6-cost card, Bahu Gear. It has a 4 shield rating, 4 GB power and 4 damage. Now you only get 1 of these, but it is really cool because it has that 4. So now you're basically taking just 5 damage, which is really, really nice. So you can just absorb 5 damage from that, and then cool. If they're dealing more, then alright, fine, whatever. But taking that extra 5, just saying cool, not taking the 5, really, really nice. Now, we do have some Evos in here. Our Evo we have is Titan Hydrus Ultra, 4-cost, 1206. And if your opponent plays a player has reducing damage from an armor rating, not a shield, armor rating, this turn, you may play this for free. So this is a very interesting card. So if your opponent does use like the armored rating cards, not the shield rating, but armored ratings, you can play this for free. So it has like a nice little concept there. And then our last Evo here is Nilius Enoch Diamond. So this is really cool. It's a 5-cost, 1208. So you do have to have the fusion version of that because it does say X on there and not and, because it says and here. You do have to have this fused first, then you can play the diamond on top of that. Which kind of stinks, but that's not that big of a deal. It does give him a nice little bonus of 12-8. I wish it does give more because you do have to fuse that Bakugan to really be able to get anything, and then pay an additional 5 energies off that. But that does mean we do get a diamond one of this Bakugan, so I can't wait to see that diamond. But yeah, so that is the Shields of Vestroia starter deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to click that like button down below. And if you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button, become a cousin in our family, and make sure to click that bell icon to get notified of videos just like this one here, because we have 2 more of these that we're going to be unboxing, and they are going to be really, really cool. So make sure you click that bell icon so you guys get notified of when those come alive. And remember, Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. And I will see you all next time. Bye!